Imagine this. You're at your desk, try to concentrate your work, but there's something distracting you, an uneven feeling in your throat. It feels like something stuck, something thick, and no matter how many times you clear your throat, it just go away. Now, maybe this has been going on a few days, maybe even weeks or months. You've tried everything, drinking warm teas, taking over-the-counter meats, and even switch over your diet, but nothing seems to work. It's frustrating, is it? Well, what's actually happening here? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into one of the most irritating problems that people deal with every single day, that persistent feeling of mucus and pelvic stuck in your throat. And more importantly, we're going to break down what's causing it. Most crucially, what you can do to finally get rid of for good. You might be wondering, what is this happening to me? Well, it turns out, there are several causes behind chronic mucus buildup. But there's good news. By the end of this video, we're going to have a much clearer understanding of what's going on inside your body, and more importantly, practical solutions to help you fix it. So, let's dive in, starting with the first, often overlooked cause, your diet. It might become a surprise, but what you eat could be one of the biggest factors contributing to the mucus in your throat. Certain foods, especially grains and dairy, can cause your body to produce more mucus than usual. Grains, which you often think of healthy, can actually cause inflammation in the gut, particularly those that contain gluten. Modern red products are highly processed, and gluten can irritate your gut lining, which leads to a condition known as leaky gut. When this happens, your body produces mucus as a defense mechanism to protect itself. Dairy, on the other hand, is another role playing in mucus production. Did you know that up 17 of people are sensitive to dairy? When your body can digest dairy properly, it reacts by producing more mucus in areas like your throat, sinuses, and even your digestive tract. So, if you're someone who consumes a lot of grains and dairy, this could be one of the main reasons your throat feels clogged. If you've been struggling with this issue for a long time, eliminating grains and dairy from your diet for just a few weeks could bring about significant relief. But diet is just one piece of the puzzle. Let's move on to the second cause, postnasal drip.
Postnasal drip happens when mucus from your sinuses slowly drips down the back of your throat.
This is actually one of the most common reasons people feel the need to constantly clear the throat.
It's frustrating because often you may not even notice it's happening until the symptoms get really bad.
What causes postnasal drip?
Well, it can be triggered by several things, one of the most common being chronic sinus infections.
These infections aren't always easy to get rid of. The bacteria, fungi, or yeast that cause them can create something called biofilms in your tissues. These biofilms make the infection resistant to antibiotics and other treatments, which is why the symptoms can linger for so long. No, don't worry. There are solutions. One of the most effective ways to tackle postnasal drip is to use a net pot. This simple device flushes out your sinuses using a mixture of distilled water, sea salt, and something called grapefruit seed extract. The combination helps to break down those biofilms, clear the infection-causing microbes. Using this method regularly can lead to a noticeable improvement in your symptoms. Now, let's talk about the third cause, airborne allergies. Airborne allergies like pollen, dust mites, peach dander, and mold can also contribute to mucus buildup.
Your body reacts with these allergens by producing more mucus to trap particles and prevent it from entering lungs.
If you ever notice that your symptoms get worse during certain seasons, or if you find that specific environments like dusty room or a house with pets make your throat feel more clogged, then allergies could be issue. If you suspect allergies are to blame, the first step is to get tested. Understanding what you are allergic to can make a huge difference in managing your symptoms. You can also take steps to reduce allergens in your home, such as using air purifiers, wash your bedding frequently, and vacuuming regularly. If your problem is related to pollen, incorporating small amounts of bee pollen in your diet might help desensitize your immune system to those allergens over time. And now, we come to the fourth major cause, acid reflux. When we talk about acid reflux, most people immediately think of heartburn. But here the thing, not all acid reflux causes heartburn. There is another type known as silent reflux, or LPR.
Unlike traditional reflux, silent reflux doesn't come with a burning sensation in your chest.
Instead, the acids from stomach silently rise into esophagus and throat, irritating the tissues there. And guess what your body does in response? That's right, it produces more mucus to protect your sensitive areas. You might never have considered acid reflux as the culprit behind tutupelg, but is actually a common cause. Here is a quick way to test it. Before meals, try drink a mixture of water and apple cider vinegar. This may sound strange, but apple cider can actually help balance the pH in your stomach and encourage the valve between your stomach and the esophagus to close properly. If you notice an improvement in your symptoms after a week, it's a strong sign that silent reflux was the issue along. And finally, cause number 5, antibiotics. If you've taken antibiotics in the past, they could be behind your ongoing mucus issues. While antibiotics are great for killing harmful bacteria, they also wipe the good bacteria that live in your sinuses, throat, and gut. When the balance of microbes in your body is disturbed, it can make room for the invaders, like fungi or yeast, to take over, causing chronic sinus infections and mucus build-up. So, what's the solution? Probiotics. When introducing healthy bacteria into your system through probiotic-rich foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, and yogurt, or by taking a high-quality probiotic supplements, can help restore balance and reduce your symptoms over time. In conclusion, what's the big takeaway here? Chronic mucus and plague aren't caused by just one thing. They are often the result of multiple factors working together. Whether it's something in your diet, allergies, post-nasal drip, acid reflux, or the aftermath of antibiotics, the key to relief is figuring out what's causing your symptoms and addressing it at the source. If it's post-nasal drip, give the net pot a try. If it's allergies, focus on reducing allergens in your environment. And if you suspect acid reflux, that apple cider vinegar trick could be your game changer. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, share it with someone who might be going through the same thing, and subscribe to the channel for more health tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.